What's going on, guys? Let's do some analysis. This week we're looking kind of bullish. We're coming into the middle of the week now, where I'd start looking for reversals. But the market's looking quite strong, so I'm gonna place my bets towards Bitcoin price going towards 48Ks, and I've got some trades that I'm looking at or entered in that I'm hoping is going to play out. So obviously on Bitcoin we got above these highs and it seems like we're holding above. So literally what I'm hoping for is that we're going to stay above, trade up into these 44Ks and start looking to get at these highs here and either confirm above or really start the sell-off. If you look at the rest of the markets as well, they had a good day. So we could possibly see a bit more of this range between 40 and 48K play out before we see that reversal. We've got the volume point of control around 47K. If we look at, I think it's year to date. Year to date's 42. Okay, sorry. If we look at 1 year, we've got it around 48K. So yeah, literally what I'm looking for now is just that move up back to the mean, volume mean reversion trade, and then see where we are there. High volume at those levels as well, so we might see some chop. We might see a few weeks of price trading around there before we get that sell off, but my target is still 30K. We can be bullish while bearish. That's not an issue. So yeah, that's what I'm looking for on Bitcoin. That's what I'm looking for. So pretty much, yeah, lower time frames, 1 hour. I'm not going lower than a 1 hour. Just looking for really, can we start trading above here, take out the highs, and are we just gonna take out that high and start selling off, or can we confirm above? Can we confirm above, get some volume for up there? So that's pretty much it. Ethereum just been stopped here. I think I was in from around 3100 looking for those shorts, but as I did say, I'm not sure if I posted on YouTube, I did say earlier that in previous calls that, you know, 3300, 3400 looks like we could possibly be in with a chance of trading there. I haven't placed any trades long on this. I'm just watching this play out and really looking for what dominance is going to do on Bitcoin and see if we start seeing that drop off. Same with BNB. I was looking at whether or not we could trade back up into these levels. We did get back up to this weekly level and sell off, but same like the rest of them, really it looks like we're going to get a return to these levels and possibly find out whether or not we can trade above it. We still have that long-term uptrend on Bitcoin that we need to come and test to the downside. Sorry, on BNB, sorry, that we need to come and test to the downside. And when we test it, what are we going to do from there? Are we going to continue above and start looking more bullish, or are we going to start selling off there? And really, I'm just really paying attention to dominance, so we can see this trend line right now looks like it's holding, and really, even though dominance is kind of been consolidating around this level, we've had some good days on alts, some good, like even Ethereum, BNB, they've had like 4, 5, 6% days. XRPs having, you know, double digit percentage days. And another one I look at, Harmony, is having double digit days as well. So yeah, possibly, it might be nice if we can see the range hold. It would be better for alts if we could get below this trend line and start looking at the lower bound of this range. But right now, this trend line is holding. Haven't really broken these ultimate swing lows here at like 41.80%. And we might just get the test of this daily level around 42% and trade lower. But right now, as you can see, this range is being played between 42 and like 42.70, and it could be time to just become underneath and start testing the lower bound of this bigger range. But we'll have to wait and see. I'm coming into the end of the week, so it's where I start expecting reversals, but I'm not expecting them yet with the trades I've placed. I'm in. Let's go to Uni. So Uniswap, and all I'm looking for is just to the next level of really supply, support and resistance. This small level here, we could possibly trade higher up into this level here, this support level here, before the break lower. Confirm it as resistance, but keep it to this level here, just in between. It's kind of like the middle of this. If we're looking at this as a range low, if we can confirm it as if we can break this resistance and confirm it as support, and pretty much a mid-range between the two levels here. So yeah, conservative 9-10% from these levels. Just have to see how it goes. My stop is just at this level here, just below this swing low. You have to see how that goes. I think it's about, I'm actually not sure. I just set the target, but I know my risk is low. It's not actually a USD trade, it's a coin futures trade. So I've just put some of my Uni into this. It's 2% roughly. I think it's 215 I've set. So yeah, about 1.75%, 1.75%, somewhere around there. Another one is Harmony. This is a USDT trade, and I think my risk is about just under 1% of my account, and pretty much I think I've got my stop around here, this level here, and we're roughly trading from these levels. I think it's 22.50, so we've got about 3% stop on there, and then we're just looking for these levels here, really just up here, and this support level here, 26, I think I've got my target at, and from here that's about 15%, which isn't too bad. What we might need to look at is taking profits or partial profits around this level here, which is about, it looks to me like pretty much somewhere around a 2-to-1 trade. And if we can get to the top of this range here, just the support level, well, the support level before it broke is 13%, which is more of a 6-to-1. So some good trades if they can play out. The market does look fairly buoyant. Like, even if you look at this altcoin here, Harmony, we've got a nice trend line going up from these levels. It has broken. So this trade could, well, in fact, be fucked. There's not really anything else to say about that, but I'm sure I'm sure if we could find another reason to confirm a reason why this trade could be good. We could even draw a trend line from here instead. You know, that fits my agenda, so let's use that trend line instead. So yeah, hopefully price comes back above here. We might be able to get some more entries at this level here if we look good. Just have to wait and see. I'm not really looking at anything else. I was watching price on basic attention token, as it's one of my coins sort of heavily bullish on long term. This is a weekly support turned resistance level, so we might see some weakness here. But above this level, we might be able to get some trades back above $1 and start looking at highs for the market to try and take some liquidity on. So possibly some nice day trades in here if we can keep our eye on this altcoin. And what the hell happened there? I'm still recording, right? I do not know what the hell happened. I know I'm recording. I don't know why everything just closed down though. That was weird. Maybe I'm being hacked. So yeah, that's that. Possibly some more trades on basic attention if I can keep my eye on this and play it right. We might need to look for consolidation above this weekly level at 95, and sort of ranging above here, confirmation, and then bang. We do have this high as well. If I just mark it out, I think around about the same level as those highs, maybe a little bit higher. So yeah, we can watch for sort of price maybe coming and taking these highs and then coming back into this range to consolidate before return above. And then we can look at this level here as a first target, take partial profits and let the rest run. So that's pretty much crypto. Crypto is pretty much bullish for now until I see what I want to see in terms of bearish, my bearish signals. If we look at Forex looks fairly strong as well. Actually, no, it doesn't. We've got the dollar index just finding a level around the middle 95 level here, drop down to the low 95s, and it's now kind of looking like what we would call like a higher high or a W pattern, as you see a lot of crypto traders talking about. So we could just be seeing also a previous area of support turn resistance. So really what we want to see now is on this for bearish. This is pretty much bearish if we see this in terms of dollar demand and dollar demand sort of sucking the life out of all the markets. But if we see price back above here, let's get the path back out. If we see price back above here and sort of trade up to here, that's a sign that we kind of want to stop looking at bullish opportunities and start looking at whether or not Bitcoin is topping out. We've had a down day, not so down on the pound against the dollar today. What is it? From its open, so it looks like it's spiked up, come back down, and it's closing somewhere around the open right now. Similar thing with the pound against the yen, but pound hasn't had a good day, especially against the Aussie dollar, which I'm actually looking to long. I was actually looking to long way up here, I believe, but luckily my FX broker, they undone maintenance on their metaphor servers, and I had to reconnect with a new server and all of this bollocks, but didn't get in a trade. And yeah, I'm gonna try shorting down here instead. Put like a 60-70 pip stop loss in it and try and aim for 350. So nice 5-to-1 swing trade, and I'll be trying to get in some more entries as well. So what I can do is I can leave one swing trade open, get some higher risk trades going, and sort of take some profits as this market goes up, because I'm thinking we can have a long-term uptrend on pound against the Aussie dollar, just if sort of risk sentiment does stay towards safety instead of buying and sort of risk off versus risk on. And I believe if we look at other sort of risk on risk off scenarios, we do have opportunities where the pound against the Aussie dollar does appreciate instead of well, not here, definitely not here. The pound did have a bad time here though. I'm not sure if compared to the Aussie dollar, the Aussie dollar might have had a similarly bad time. Sort of, let's see, COVID, no, it had kind of the opposite. I'm not too sure why. That's interesting. But this was definitely a risk on move. So, and sort of after April, maybe end of March, you did see a similar move in the pound around March, April as well. We got this dip and then we came up as well. So it's interesting to see what's going to happen here. Obviously, if we look at this higher time frame daily level here, we've got this swing. If we look at the swing, this swing high low to this swing, we've got the market not really trading too much into this fib band here between 61.8 78.6% fib levels here. So we might see a retracement here. Obviously we've got the lower low confirmed with a higher high here, and we're just finding, so hopefully we're going to find support around this level here, take us for these trades up. Wait, no, sorry, that is the wrong thing I'm looking at. But I'm hoping it's going to be similar on the pound against the Aussie dollar. So we don't have that, but possibly a scenario for the pound there. If I go back to it quickly, just that higher high there. Really depends on dollar demand though. I think dollar demand could completely tank that trade. But obviously we've got to look at interest rate differentials as well. That might sort of prop up the pound. give us more of a consolidation instead of an outright fall down to sort of this lower bound here, and start looking at investigating these lows. We might get a completely different scenario. But yeah, so here, pretty much looking at this trend line, this holding, and if we look at, I wonder what the fib is saying for this because I haven't looked at it. But 50 here, just below the trend line. 61. Apologies. 61.8 to 78.6 levels just at these lows here. So obviously start the swing trade there, and if we break that level, then we can start looking at these levels to try and start looking at entries. Obviously we could possibly have some either somewhere around here, just below my stop loss, or somewhere around here we might see that buying. As you can see, price kind of consolidated around this level before it started moving higher. So interesting trade there. I'm not really looking at anything else in terms of Forex right now. And then indices, as I was saying earlier, they're having a good day. This is interesting because we're getting back above this level here. Came down, obviously we got that, what was this day here was this was the, I think somewhere around here we had the Fed meeting. Possibly it was somewhere here we had the Fed meeting. But yeah, we're coming back above here now, and what we could see is the market possibly make new highs. Is the S&P 500, so you never know. But what I'm expecting to happen is I'm expecting us to start going into a consolidation range at these levels here. I don't think the market is going to be too quick to make new highs. We are still at the early parts of the year as well, so we're still most probably seeing a lot of the rebalancing trades and a lot of money being moved around, and buyers happening in big corporations and things like that. So we could have a while before bearishness comes back, while everyone rebalances, and people try to benefit from that as well. So good day overall on indices. Also, sorry, on S&P 500, really we got to get back and reclaim this trend line, or find a new trend line from from these levels. Really see, once this plays out a bit, see if we can start forming some new trend lines and some new bullish agenda on the S&P. UK or FTSE 100 still haven't been able to get above these highs yet, and it will be interesting to see what happens here if we can get above these highs and stay above. But yeah, not really looking at that, to be honest. DAX, even though it's up 1% from these levels, it's still going to look heavy for a while. Realistically, it looks like, you can see just here, it's kind of these areas here where we start getting the majority of the sell-off or this bearish action here. So we're just looking at this range that the market is kind of playing, and you can take notes of these highs as well. But there's a range somewhere in here, and really we just need to really take out some lows, take out some highs, figure out a direction. As I was saying, market is moving money around right now, rebalancing, and sort of, I think possibly trying to find this tone for the rest of the year. I'm trying to get in line with monetary policy and all of those things as well. So until we get a bit more certainty on that front, there are some possibilities for some bullish momentum in stocks, especially in S&P 500, the US's biggest indice, FTSE biggest UK, DAX, I believe is the biggest German. Nikkei, I have no idea what part of the world this is from, but it's had a good day as well. And just come off these lows here, or really these levels here. We're just coming back into this zone here. So interesting to see. Interesting to see where we go from here, really. I'm sorry about my yawning. I'm not really that tired. So yeah, not really much to say about this one, to be honest. Let's actually have a look at oil prices. Oil. Should we go Brent? Let's go Brent crude oil, UK oil. And okay, pretty much the same thing, but I did not know oil was trading at these levels. We can see from pretty much the COVID crash, it's just been on a tear. And I was actually looking at, like, I remember I was still trading Forex, maybe coming into 2021. Looking at buying oil, man. If I bought, let's not think about what could have been, man. Yeah, we've just got above these nice highs here. As we all know, energy prices are going up, which is most probably a reason why oil prices is most probably a reason why all our energy bills are going up, why all your petrol's getting more expensive and all of that stuff. So yeah, most probably to partly in at least more recent price action, possibly to do with Russia and sort of everything that's going on there. You might see price and supply start to build back and production start building back up, and Russia sort of being a bit more generous with their oil supplies if this situation with Ukraine can get sorted out. But it definitely seems like there's demand, and production is definitely not keeping up with that demand. Obviously there's supply chain issues as well, which is building up, which is gonna push up prices on everything as well. So yeah, interesting. If oil is doing well, the FTSE usually does well as well. I'm not sure about the other indices, so I'm definitely interested there. We've got someone in the chat. A's, have you got any questions you want to ask? Let me just unmute you, bro. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. How are you,
Can you
man?
do an update on like Bitcoin?
I've already done it, bro, but yeah,
Okay.
definitely. I'll do it again for you, bro.
Yeah, thank
So
you.
basically what I'm looking at right now is price to 48k. And what I was just going over just there is just what all the markets are kind of doing and how they're looking for in terms of the market continuing to trade higher. I think there's a possibility that we can trade to 48k and start looking at these levels up here to sort of take these highs, sort of keep squeezing shorts and see whether or not we can get above these levels and confirm it as support. So really until we get sort of confirmation that we're returning bearish, my target is 48k. And yeah, on just the lower time frames, I'm just looking at sort of these levels around here to hold. So really 44k price above 44k, take out these highs, confirm this higher support, and then continue to trade towards 48k. And just another thing to look at, or what I was looking at, is what sort of this indicator, which is can't remember what the VPVR stands for, but this red line is the volume point of control. And over the last year, the volume point of control has been this 48k level. So it just means that majority of volume within all of this price action is at this level here. And if you know about Gaussian distribution or normal distribution, then things like to mean revert and return back to in terms of trading, like to return back to areas of high concentrations of volume. So what we're looking at here is just price to come back to here, and then from there decide on where the market direction is. And that was part of the reason why I was looking at all the other sort of markets as well, as what they're doing and how they're looking. So to kind of gauge where the market could possibly start seeing that sort of overarching bearish sentiment start coming into the market. But for now, while we're getting into these first few months of the year and sort of the larger institutions are rebalancing everything, we could see just this bullishness continue until we get sort of further confirmation of that overarching bearish theme of liquidity decreasing and interest rate hikes and all of those issues there. So yeah, I hope all of that made sense. But realistically 48k, and then if we can get to 48k, aside from there, and if we come back, if we pretty much close below, I would say 44k, then we could start turning bearish again. But realistically, we can look at these levels. 40k, we can look at 40k for support, somewhere around here, I would say. This swing before this move up, we can start looking at support before we then go all the way bullish below 40k. I'm all the way bearish below 40k. Is that okay with you? Did that make sense, or was I just chatting a lot of shit?
Nah, that makes sense. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries, bro. Do you have any other charts you want me to look at?
Can you have a look at ETH?
ETH, yeah, sure,
Yeah.
bro. was saying on another call, I think it wasn't yesterday, I think it was the day before. I'm actually thinking that we can trade to, if we can take out these highs and confirm support above 33, then we can trade to 36. And possibly that might be a better target for the market than 34k while Bitcoin is trading to 48. But in the last day or so, we've had this big move up. 33k is really it's just like a nice daily level where we found nice resistance and support previously. So what I'm just looking at now is if we can get above this level, and if we can get above this level, taking a trade from 33k, first target really these highs at 34, and then if we can get above these highs and confirm that high as support, then I think we can trade to 36 because there's not much resistance between 34 and 36. So possibly the best trade in terms of probability is if we can find support above 34k and then trade up to there. But I think if we can find support at 33k and at least look for 34k and then start either taking profits, partial profits, and then looking from looking to see if we can sort of increase profits once we've or increase the position again once we've confirmed above 34.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, calm. Any others?
Can you check on Luna?
Luna, sure,
Yeah.
bro. Luna. See, trading at 57. Okay. So it's the 4 hour. To me, just looking at this right now, these levels are marked previously. I would be interested in buying this at least to this level here. We also have this level here. So what you might want to look for is price above this level and then take this trade, which is around 16%. And if you're doing 16%, if you're looking for a 16% target, you can go with a 4% loss. So possibly a trade there if we can get back above. I believe this trade above this level and confirm the support is better than to just long it from here, unless you're doing spot. To long it from here and risk a possible, if you're going to take the trade from here, you would want to stop really somewhere around here at least. So 8% there. So I would say take this probability trade here from this level being confirmed as support. Come back above here, confirm support, and then you're free to hopefully get that trade back up to $70 there, and yeah, play that sort of 4-to-1 reward to risk ratio trade there. But yeah, it looks like it's bottoming out. It looks like it's taken sort of the buyers out here. You know, everyone was most probably fairly bearish, and now we're just looking on the way up. Another thing to note is Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance looks like it could possibly, I believe, just be consolidating between this range. But recently, the market has been fairly green while Bitcoin's just sort of been trading around this range here as well. So if we can just sort of keep trading around here, I think below here is good for alts, above here is bad. But it really depends on what Bitcoin price action is doing as well. If Bitcoin's selling off and we're also going down here, that will be good for alts. But if it's selling off when we go back above here, that's definitely bad for alts. So yeah, if we're going up and dominance, or we're ranging and dominance is kind of selling off, coming back towards these levels here, then that would be good for the lunar trade. But I would say it's definitely looking like a good trade right now from those levels that it's at now. What's that? Lunar. I'm kind of unsure about why everything else has had good moves and it's only up like 0.45% today. Doesn't make sense, and I feel like Luna's a decent project. But yeah, I'd say one thing you can look at is just this trend line as well. So just draw it from these lows on the 4 hour, just keep it in line with sort of these bounces here, and just when that breaks, stop thinking about possibly longing it. Also got this, I can never remember what this chart pattern is, but definitely if we can continue, get rid of that, if we can continue sort of trading in this range here and then break out, confirm the support, that's even better. Confirm the support and then we're free to trade up to here, hopefully. All good?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, calm. Any more? One more and then I'm gonna cut the call, man.
Cool. I was thinking of XRP because I wanted to buy some more.
Yeah. I'm not sure at these levels, I can't lie. I was thinking about longing it to $1.
Yeah.
Let's get the other chart out. I think I have a better one. Yeah, that's crazy because it kind of done what I was expecting it to do and I never took the trade from 60 cents. So yeah, we're at this level here. It's come back up to this sort of support turned resistance level now. So we've come off it, sold off. Now we're coming back to retest it. So what I would say is we could possibly have another pullback if everything is staying bullish as well. Have another pullback, break through it, and then you've got this trade 10% up to $1. But after $1, I'm not too sure about whether or not we go higher. It really does depend on where we are in the market when that happens. And yeah, we could even possibly trade up to these highs as well when you look at possibly the percentages. Bitcoin only moving like, I think it's another 10% to 48k. In that same space, I think ETH could do maybe about a 20. I'm sorry, XRP could do another 20, 25. So yeah, we could see price coming up into the 110s, 120s. But after $1, I'm not 100% certain on what could happen. For me, the $1 is a significant level, and I wouldn't be confident longing it above it. But possibly if we can get back above this level here, confirm this as support. So like 90 cents to $100, I'll be happy taking that long. But really, and most probably take partial profits there and then try and ride it higher. But I wouldn't really want to be longing from $1 and taking trades from above. Not really. I think the Ripple case is coming to a close soon as well, so that might be big for it as well. So possibly have a better run than it than other coins. Could possibly well, if everything else is selling off and Bitcoin has if everything's selling off and Ripple has some really good news, then it might move completely different to the market, and instead of selling off, just pump mad. So there's that as well. But yeah, above $1, I'm not so certain, but I think we can get a trade 90 to $1, 90 cents to $1. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it here, bro. Thank you for joining.
Yeah, thank you for that, man.
No worries, man. Anytime. Here tomorrow as well if you're free. So
Alright,
if you need any more charts, when I catch the analysis firsthand, be here same time tomorrow.
alright, yeah, I'll
Yeah,
make sure.
yeah. Alright, bro. Peace out.
Take care.
Cool.